Okay. Third time's the charm. With any luck. Are we live across all of the places? We're apparently live on YouTube 3 times, so that's impressive. Don't know how that is fucking working, but we are. Okay, anyway. Yes, I'm trying to get this whole stream thing to work without overloading my encoder. It seems to be okay right now. Let's see what happens when we get a bit more going on screen. So for now, we're just going to start the story here. So, where we last left off, this is my main character, so they haven't done it. But Night VoE Release was kind of crazy. A lot going on. A little bit of a mess towards the end. But I don't know. Glint, yes, thank you. I don't know how relative it's going to be to this story. So I kind of want to just jump in. And if it does connect back to Night VoE Release, which I don't think it will, we'll kind of recap as we go. But for now, we begin. Okay. Read the letter from Frode. One of our researchers in the Astral Ward has made a peculiar discovery. Like you, she's a revenant. She's currently stationed in Lorna's Pass, supporting the Derman Priory with the archival updates at their headquarters. If you'd be willing to meet with her, I'd appreciate it. Road. Okay. So I did hear that apparently the intro is different depending on your class, which I think is kind of amazing if that is the case. I've always wanted this game to have that in it. I think what 14 does well, Final Fantasy 14, is making your class you're playing at a time feel actually relevant and important. Like you have class quests, right? So I like that. Anyway, so we're meeting with a fellow revenant, are we? So we can learn about, I think, our elite specialization. Learn about the Conduit Revenants and their way of combat. Okay.
A moment, please. I'm lost them again. Sorry. I knew you were coming. Should have been more prepared. But you're a Revenant too, right, Wayfinder?
Yeah.
Well, of course you are, or they wouldn't have sent you to me. Well, the other day I connected with something. Not an echo or a ghost. No. Something different.
Okay.
Different how?
Whoever I channeled, they weren't dead. And they were more curious than anything I've reached. Very self-aware. I haven't been able to connect with them since, but now I feel observed, you know? How about this? I think I heard their name. Take a deep breath.
Raza.
Raza. As clearly
That's pretty
as
close.
you can, beckon them forth.
I know Raza. I'll give it a try.
Anything?
Not yet.
Hello again.
I didn't think we'd meet again so soon.
Oh, hi.
I am eager to bear witness to your dauntlessness.
This is cool.
Of heroism in the new world. Allow me to aid you, hero of Tyria. Guess it worked, huh?
Yeah. That was cool. That kind of, the audio there was like next to me. So that was really nice. Like it was in my head. Urgent business. Okay, so this is straight back to the story now. Commander, I have some business I'd like to discuss with you. It involves the Captain's Council, so your discretion is appreciated. Mind meeting me near the Bay Docks and Lion's Arch? The sooner the better. Okay, so do you have anything else to say to us, Severa? I'm a little busy, unless you're here to learn more about my research. Let's hear it. I study the echoes that revenants connect with. Recently, I made contact with one who was, well, alive. They refer to themselves as Raza, and revenants are able to act as their conduit in battle. What an incredible discovery. So, as minimal as that was, that's because our interface, obviously, is with the training panel. It would, I think, ideal. It's too late now. Obviously, the game's as old as it is. I think what would be ideal, and what I think would be a very good setup, would be our hero points that we find throughout the world. It was more like a currency, that instead of just whacking it into UI, we would have to come to someone, a teacher, a mentor, a school, if you will, and spend currency to unlock things. It kind of anchors your character in a place in the world, and it feels like significant to a degree. I think that would be nice. Again, too late in the game's life cycle for that, I think, but I think that would be a really nice touch. Anyway, so I did play a little bit in the beta. It's changed a lot since then. Conduit is very much base Revenant Plus. Like, it makes your base legends a bit more effective and do a bit more. So we'll give it a go. Revenant is not my main, but I wanted to give the Conduit a proper go. As you can see, we have 172 hero points already. We could unlock like over half of it, 2/3 of it right away. And I kind of don't want to do that. I want to work it as we go. So I'm going to get the first one here, which obviously won't be a lot. And then we're just going to kind of unlock it as we go, stagger it throughout the expansion. So first is our minor trait, which gives us access to Release Potential, Cosmic Wisdom, and Legendary Entity Stance. The effects of Release Potential and Cosmic Wisdom change depending on which legend are currently invoking. Gain Affinity while using legend skills, which increases the effectiveness of Release Potential. And so we have Release Potential for every legend here. So we have Assassin for Shiro. We have Monk for our Ventari. Dervish for Razar himself, I believe. Yep. Mesmer for Malix. Warrior for the Dwarf, I believe, right? For fucking blanking on the damn Dwarf's name. Jalis Ironhammer. Damn. And Cosmic Wisdom. Okay. Tap into a connection with the Mists, empowering your legends for short periods of time. So if we use it as Malix, for instance, form of the Mesmer, your legendary demon stance skills have reduced energy costs, but your utility skills have increased cooldowns. Okay. In different forms depending on which legend you're currently embodying. Okay, we'll run through it as we go. I'm going to equip it right now because it will allow us to channel Razar himself. We don't get his skills yet. At what point do we get his skills? I guess as we go. I thought these were just traits. No, of course. Yeah, they're not just traits, they're skills. So maybe we don't pick up Razor straight away. We would have... So our F1 is this, to swap between the legends. F2 is... So this is the Release Potential Mesmer. Create an eruption of despair around you, inflicting torment on enemies and dazing them. For each enemy struck, inflict torment on yourself. Okay, so we hit each enemy for 5 torment, and we get 1 torment for each enemy hit. Each point of affinity you have increases the torment duration on enemies and reduces the torment duration on yourself. Okay. That's pretty cool. And then we have an F3. That's our Cosmic Wisdom. Okay. We'll just give it a little play around. We'll be fine. We obviously won't be using Razar initially here. Okay. Well, we'll have our Malix and we'll probably go with Jarlus. Well, we don't have his skills, but we will release Potential Warrior. Leap to target area while evading attacks, damaging enemies at the location. Gain barrier if at least one enemy was struck. Each point of affinity increases the damage dealt and the barrier granted. So the more time we spend in Jarlus and we earn affinity here, these skills get better. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling on. And we'll just get to it, I think. So we need to go Lion's Archer now. I am quite heartened by... Oh, wow, we're right nearby. I'm quite heartened by the fact that we aren't getting encoder overloading. I want to see if the stream looks good on Twitch, though. Because that is important to me. We're live. It says source excellent. We're at 1080p. Feeling good. Nice. All right. Good, good, good. Let's go. I might have to turn the settings down at some point during the playthrough, however, because I've got the new shadows up really high and they might chunk my frames a little bit. Right now we're only at 50 FPS, so... But we have like... We're cranked up there, so we can find a nice middle ground probably. Prologue on the sly. Observe the conversation.
Just want to know where this cargo's headed. Maybe give us a little peek, yeah?
That's between me and me captain.
Magnus has claim on this port.
Magnus who? I don't see anyone.
You'd get along much better with folks on Laughing Gull. Lion's Arch is for...
Oh, I like her look.
Listen here.
Stand down, Kiango. Don't make me clean up your mess.
Hey, Saida. It's been a minute.
I recommend you all find some work to do elsewhere.
You heard, Mum, yeah?
Oh, achievement.
To get back in line.
Escort the dock thugs out of the spat. The Saida's crew.
That their underlings' loyalty is cheap. Ah, Commander. Guess you got Lawson's message. Sorry about this. They'll behave.
Get out of here. No, I'm making sure they leave Saida. Don't make me invoke a demon. I'll do it. Yeah. Go into your house.
Not very satisfying.
Okay, you got it. Alright, Saida. That gun. I made sure of it.
Saida, what are you doing here?
I'm quite tall.
Bought myself a seat on the Captain's Council. Thought it was time I flexed my political artistry.
I also have cake.
A coin or two?
They let you do that.
Well, technically Peter gave me his seat, and I replaced the Capricorn for him. A win-win. The boy needed some sea air.
But Nashblade has thoughts.
Taken care of. I convinced the council that we need a 9th seat again to accommodate Cantha's integration into the trade circuit. Nothing is official, but Nashblade will be the first name on the ballot. Rumors about a Canthan candidate too, some gang leader. But now I have a nose in all of Lion's Arch's business. It's seafaring business anyway. That's why Lawson called for you.
Should I be nervous?
Maybe. I witnessed some unscheduled departures while overseeing an alliance trade. All of them were manned by Inquest. The ships joined with 3 other Inquest vessels to the south, and then the whole fleet departed shortly after. I don't trust those miscreants as far as I can throw them. Not after what we witnessed in the Isles.
Okay.
So I should be nervous. That doesn't sound good.
Say, I need to wrap things up here. Canuck should be somewhere nearby. Can't keep track of that one. I'll catch up shortly.
Canuck. Let's go say hello to our thorny boy. Yeah, down here. you doing, buddy? It's been a minute. Oh, hello, dock records. Oh, nice. Lifeguard ledger. I should check what... Alright, so we are doing on the sly. No, we're not. Yeah, on the sly. Catch up with some old friends and uncover a new threat. I shouldn't be doing this. It's kind of spoilery, but this is fine. I like not having to do every instance twice to get the achievements. I think we're good. Okay. There were 5 unscheduled departures from Sanctum Harbour in the early morning hours on the day of the trade summit between Cantha and Alona. I had my technician intercept one of the ship's signals, and we determined that they were manned by 2 notable inquest crews. The ships met with a small fleet of 3 additional vessels, each of its own origin, before the signal was blocked. If you have any information, please touch base with myself or Commodore Mariner. Signed, Captain Seda of the Captain's Council. Okay. The Inquest are a nasty faction of the Azura. I mean, the Azura themselves are pretty
You were skulking nearby.
ethically questionable.
Did you also buy a seat on the Captain's Council?
Darling, does this look like the face of a man with a day job? No. I purchased myself a ship. I named her Martingale. Her anchor is dark steel. Her deck is covered in the finest elderwood. Ah, the smell. There are a number of splendors to be had from a good vessel. The vacations, the gambling opportunities, the business ventures. Or were you looking for my take on the whole inquest debacle? I just wanted some fresh air. Talk to Lawson for that business.
Speak with the Lawson. Where are you, buddy? Down here?
Welcome back to Lion's Arch, Commander.
Thank you.
All caught up then?
Good to see you, Lawson. Saida filled me in on the inquest, and her new seat on the Captain's Council.
No one is more thrilled about the latter than Peter. As for the inquest, never been a fan. Pretty crooked lot. I did some digging after Saida came to me. Found records of them purchasing several ships from citizens in Lion's Arch.
There's chaos in there. Cats everywhere.
Odd for such an armed organization. Not sure what they need traditional vessels for, but this isn't a group we want to see mobilized, not at this scale. And I don't care how much coin the city took in from those sales.
I should touch base with Councillor Ludo. She might know something.
Ah, I met that one once. Sharp bite.
Okay. So, the Inquest are up to a lot. Buying ships, showing interest. They're doing things, so that's always bad.
Commander, not a call I would have hypothesized today.
Councillor, you wouldn't happen to know anything about the inquest purchasing ships in Lion's Arch, would you? They've taken a whole fleet south, and they're now discussing it with a few captains from the council.
Inquest, purchasing ships. Those old, shriveled, bumbling... The budgeting committee is stingy, but funding's been atypically unforgiving. First, it was cuts to the colleges. Then little snips here and there. I wouldn't be surprised if someone was giving handouts to the inquest. Alchemy. I have a few ideas.
Okay, so Ludo, the person we're talking to,
A member of the Arcane Council shouldn't get her hands dirty.
as she just said, is a member of the Arcane Council,
I'll be there soon.
which are like the leaders of the Azura. She was helping us in the last expansion. I think it was the last one, yeah. To a large
I
degree.
wasn't aware. I'm headed to Radisum to help her look into this.
I'll join you. I can tell her what Lawson and I found. Kanak, watch the ships.
Oh. Ew.
Ooh.
Score one for me.
Ah, and there you go, on the sly. Catch up with some old friends to uncover a new threat. With XP, and we're out. Alright. So next, look into suspicious inquest activity. Now, meet Councillor Ludo at the Ratasum Port Authority. From what I understand, from the chatter I've seen, this expansion has been taken pretty well. Oh look! This is Avoca's little pet fox. I feel like that's in higher resolution than the beta. Maybe I'm mad. What we got here? Oh, a luminary. They haven't got that floaty thing. They only have that when a lantern. When the weapon is equipped, I guess? Or, like, unsheathed. Unscheduled departures, hey? Do we have any achievements for this? Probably. Let's double check. Set sail towards mystery. Navigate through the magical fog without error. Ooh. Spoilery. Here, Ludo and Saida's thoughts on the unfolding inquest plot. Okay. Ludo, hi.
I appreciate your efficiency, Commander, and friend of Commander.
Captain Saida of the Captain's Council. At your disposal.
The captain has some intel on our inquest situation. You can trust her.
The more the merrier, as far as I'm concerned. What have you got?
I was tasked with observing the ley-infused jade filter trade between Cantha and Alona in Lion's Arch.
Right.
Early that morning, I witnessed 5 ships depart the bay. No record of where they were going. They were manned by Inquest. Joined a few other Inquest vessels a ways out. My tech tracked their signal before it was cut. Unfortunately, the trade vessels from Cantha and Alona arrived shortly after, so I had to pivot my attention.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing, Captain. As I told the Commander, things have been odd around here as well. I suspect their funding is coming from somewhere else in Ratasum.
Okay.
If they're seabound, then perhaps we can learn more from the dock workers. The Inquest vessels would have boarded right here.
As good a place to start as any. Let's go.
Alright, speak with dock workers. See if they know anything. Out to my ears and work, what do you need? Notice any suspicious activity, perhaps from the inquest? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, an amalgam assassin. Oh, they're the new engineer elite specialization. Okay. Hi there, dock worker. Notice any suspicious activity? Oh, and another one. Boom. Our damage is going to be a bit lower right now because we are a conduit with no skills. No traits, so we are going to be a bit underpowered, but that's fine. It's not hard. I swear, if one more Buka tries to dock their vessel in a slip without the proper registration, I'll quit. Did any of these unregistered ships belong to the Inquest by chance?
It is heavy enough.
What does that mean? My pocket is heavy enough. They don't want to talk? Is that what that means? Oh, every dock worker so far has wanted to kill us.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, this one not.
busy for any of this. Talk to the Inquest if you have any questions for him.
I like your headpiece, dude. You're looking chill. Oh, hello, shipwright. I've got a long list of repairs ahead of me. If you want yours done sooner, take up with Pata. Actually, I was wondering if you've seen anything unusual around here. Okay, another amalgam. Oh. Oh. We're kind of stuck here now. I think. Can we move? Ah, no, we're good. How do I get to you? Hup. Not like that. That's for damn sure. Just jump across, I assume. Yeah. I've got a long list of repairs ahead of me.
Things have been shady around here for sure. Someone stole my lunch 2 days in a row.
Oh shit. It does sound bad. Okay. Is that over this side? Hey friend. I don't have time for jibber jabber. Make it quick. Do you know what the Inquest were doing here recently? Oh, yes they do. Look at this weird, like, invuln frames while they do that attack. Oh, Saljax, I bet you're not going to attack me. You're named. Welcome aboard. What can I do for you? I'm looking for information on Inquest ships that sailed from here recently.
Inquest are a real nasty bunch, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, you got any of them or not? Captain Ukavi. Fine day, isn't it? Feels good to be back at port again. Have you noticed anything unusual around here?
I guess it's been a little quiet around here. Usually a lot more bickering.
Okay, thanks. What about you? Have you noticed any suspicious activity?
I was on a repair assignment in another sector for the last month. Don't think I'm much help.
Not especially concrete, but validating. I suppose we could head to the Port Authority database. Might need to use a little elbow grease, but if we can access the port's terminal, we can leverage their operations log. They should have information on all recent departure activity, along with the appropriate authorizations.
Okay.
We love paperwork in Radasum. The gate simply won't disengage unless you've submitted your paperwork.
Great. Love it.
Intruders! Intruder! Ma'am, I am...
You're really big.
So you can stand down. Commander, you have my full permission.
And you're all the same.
Swiftly. I shouldn't engage.
They're clones. Yeah, I get fucked.
Further confirmation that we're looking in the right place, I'd say.
I guess so. Hey buddy, how you doing? Oh, nothing to say.
Let me enter my verification code. What? I have an A2 security clearance. Oh, someone must have manually blocked my identification. Ugh. We'll need a physical access card. Look around. Maybe one of the workers set theirs down.
Okay, search for a level 2 security access card. Refuse pile. Great. Sure.
There we go.
Oh, okay. First check. We got it. Welcome to Port Authority Access Terminal. What can I assist you with? I'd like a list of every record recently accessed. I've compiled a list of all recently accessed files, starting with file 9B2901H. I will summarize 9B2901H. A new Inquest leader has been named, and Inquest productivity has increased. A new leader.
It's been an eventful year for the Inquest. It's sad that they're relevant at all these days. But their unorthodox approach to research still garners support in Radasum. Some, at least.
Can you summarize the next record? Here is a summary of file 9B9203T, a storage facility containing Zin's research was recovered from Rata Novus. Rata Novus is the city in the Tangled Depths, right? It's in the Meguma jungle. A few months ago, that research was broken into. The Arcane Council is investigating. New research from Zin. Shocked that wasn't more newsworthy.
I almost forgot about that incident. Happened when you were in Janthier, Commander. I don't imagine someone like Zin would be pleased with the inquest misusing his research.
Okay, and the next file. Of course. Access on file 9B606702G. File. I'm sorry, I'm unable to read this file.
Encrypted. We'll have to go deeper. Commander, the honors?
Hack the terminal. Hack the Port Authority Records terminal to view the encrypted information. Okay. Oh, yellow, blue, yellow, red, yellow, blue, yellow, red. Blue, blue, red, blue, 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 red, blue, red, yellow, yellow, blue, red, yellow, yellow, blue. Damn, keep going. Blue, red, blue, yellow, blue, red, blue, yellow. Easy. Work to Port Authority Access Terminal. What can I assist you with? Let's pick up where we left off, starting with file 9B67028. Here is a summary. The inquest have been approved for departure. Vessels, redacted. Destination, redacted. Approver, redacted. A lot of info was wiped. There's nothing.
Ah, here we go.
Looks like the destination was corrupted.
As was the authoriser's identity. Convenient. The evidence continues to stack. It's all coming together now. For better or worse.
Next file. Here's another summary. This is a work order for the Port Authority Operations Team to redirect rations from Dock 3, the Tyrian Alliance vessels, to Dock 7. Stealing our options.
I'm supposed to approve or deny all Alliance operations in Radasum. Keep looking.
Okay. Any info about who sent the order? Certainly. Allow me to summarize. Councillor Yak formally requested the rations be redirected from Tyrian Alliance vessels to the inquest. And I think Councillor Yak is the councillor who represents the inquest, if I'm not mistaken.
Yak, of course. Why anyone
So it would make sense.
Inquest being on the Arcane Council, I'll never understand.
Anything else? Here's a summary of file blah. High Councillor Flax has ordered an audit of all Port Authority terminal records. Special verification may be needed to access records during the audit.
The High Councillor too? Flax, I thought we were above this now. Okay.
So Flax is helping them?
If Flax is involved somehow, then things are likely more dire than I expected. Officially, I don't condone breaking into the Councillor's office. Unofficially, your options are limited.
The pirate's hard in this one.
We can take a portal downstairs. It'll get us close to the High Councillor's laboratory. We'll strategize from there.
Okay, sure. And then we're going snooping. Bit of swiftness. Oh, I could mount, I guess. I don't want to mount at every opportunity. There goes.
His lab is just ahead, but this is as far as I can go. If I were to get caught, that'd be a whole other can of worms. This time of day, the old fart's probably in there with his personal crew. Security will be aggressive. Though they're certainly not letting you in like that. Far too tall. Ah, I'll put a glamour on you. Make you look like one of his crew. Let me know when you're ready, Commander.
Okay.
Probably best if I stay behind too.
We're gonna look like a little runt Azura. Ready to sneak into Flax's lab? Say the word and I'll cast a glamour on you. Oh, so cute. Look at our little hairstyle. Okay, we're kind of adorable. Makes me want to make an Azura. Plus that jump animation was tight.
You here for the crew change? Hurry up. The High Counselor isn't feeling patient today.
Okay. I'll make sure to keep him happy. Eee, look at the little cutie. Do a little spin for our attack.
These numbers are substandard. We're trying to fortify our data collection, not expose it to our competitors.
Yes, sir. We're trying. The waypoint frequencies have never been the most secure, and Cantha...
Cantha? Don't mention Cantha in here.
Oh.
I refuse to compare our legacy of excellence to their gimcrack infrastructure.
I need to get him out of that office.
Okay. Great distraction to draw Flax out of his office. Hi there, Indigi. You're not my shift replacement, are you? I've been going for 12 hours. I'm starting to lose feeling in my toes. 12 hours? How are you still functioning? I had 20 pieces of Zytaffy on my last break. Just enough to keep my eyes open, but not enough to send me into a fugue state. If anyone makes a mistake, none of us are going home tonight. Okay, what about Emi? She's got a cute haircut too. My ears, did Flax finally hire another lab tech? It's about time. How do you mean? We're spread so thin here, one of us is bound to make a catastrophic mistake from the pressure. Not me, of course. Kep. Don't talk to me, don't look at me, and don't touch anything until we've completed this cycle. What cycle, can you show me? Walk away. Everyone is so uptight here. Chris. Are you a new tech from Councillor Ludo's crew? I don't think you were slated to start for another week. That's definitely me. Report for duty. Not the best timing, but okay. As soon as we're done with this cycle, I'll give you a tour. Might take a bit, so try not to bother anyone, especially Zeba. She's angling for a transfer and can't afford to be distracted. Alright. Pet. My ears. Okay. Alright, so that's already repeating. Lab technique. My ears did Flax, yep. And there's Zeba. What is it? Can't you see I'm working on very delicate tech? What kind? The delicate kind. Now go away, I'm trying to focus, please. What happens if you stop focusing? All of the alignments would enter a rapid desync, and Flax would have both our heads now scram. Why? Alchemy. What did I just say? Stop distracting me. Okay, guess I won't tell you which lab tech said your ears looked funny. Ooh.
I wasn't paying attention. Why has the flux correlator halted data organization? Zeba, a word?
Oh, you're in trouble now.
What happened here?
I don't know. It was going fine until...
Everyone, stop
Don't mind me.
what you're doing.
Oh.
We are going to stand here and watch her fix it.
Okay. Good luck, Zeba.
Intruder detected.
Oh, hi.
Quiet.
Ooh, spinny. I love the jumping animation. Meeting notes.
Ludo's going to hate this.
Oh, I also got a lot of reading ahead. Arcane Council meeting summary. Notes taken by Flunt's Golem Secretary. Attendance. Flax, Haya, Vark, Zudo, Yak, Blint, and Flunt. So, Ludo wasn't there. Quorum has been reached With 2 council members of the council absent, Councillor Ludo is in Lion's Arch on behalf of the Tyrian Alliance, and Councillor Canny is guiding an ecological research study in Cantha. Catering has been provided by Chef Praz. A petition was proposed from Councillor Flunt to change the time of the Arcane Council meetings to Cantha Standard Time so he does not have to disrupt his daily tea ceremony. The petition will be taken into consideration. Jesus. Councillor Vark volunteered to read a letter from Councillor Ludo. She says that the Captain's Council will be hosting a summit between the nations of Cantha and Alona 2 weeks from today in Lion's Arch. 2 weeks from today in Lion's Arch. Cantha will be demonstrating their new lay-infused jade filters, and Councillor Ludo has suggested that the Council send students from each of the colleges to watch. Councillor Yak dismissed the notion, expressed concern over wasting resources. Councillor Flunt seconded Yak's concerns. Councillor Zudo dissented, but was quickly dismissed. High Councillor Flax has pivoted to issue a formal complaint about the catering, noting that the blueberry tarts are dry and unsatisfying. Councillors Bleed and Yak agree. Councillor Yak notes that the ooze custard, however, is superb, given that the formal complaints against the blueberry tarts have been dismissed. Councillor Zudo once again brought up her petition to save the college's additional access. Councillor Zudo once again brought up her petition to give the college's additional access to funding following recent budget cuts. She claims that multiple research crews have expressed concerns about funding and may need to halt progression. Higher Councillor Flax asked to delay discussing the petition, citing a lack of preparedness. It suggested each of the crews submit requests for funding so they could be assessed individually. So this just looks like a load of boring office mumbo jumbo. I'm just going to skim this. Okay, this seems important. Since Councillor Ludo is in Lion's Arch for another week at minimum, Councillor Yak volunteered to oversee the rations and supplies that are being prepared. So, this is the rations that have been now sent to the inquest. Two councillors discussed a playdate between the two progeny. The meeting was adjourned when High Councillor Flax received an urgent note to return to the usability station. The Arcane Council will reconvene when Councillors Ludo and Canny return. Okay.
Well, this confirms Flax's involvement.
High Councillor.
The inquest behind closed doors.
From Yak, when the rest of Tyria witnesses and respects Ratasum as the monument of Tyrian brilliance, Azuran brilliance, you will know that we made the correct choice. I'll inform the inquest they are free to depart. They will not be stopped. One of the open files is an application submitted by Zeba, requesting job transfer to the Applied Development Lab based on the submission date. Black says clearly ignored it. Zeba's the one we got in trouble, right? We can approve the request effective immediately and give her a salary increase. Yes. Ooh. Oh, nice. Find a way to make up to Zeba for becoming Flax's scapegoat. So what else we got here? Research volumes.
This must be where they're headed. I wonder what else Zin knew.
Zin archival document. High Councillor, this is the passage that I spoke of before. When we meet next, I would be happy to share the rest. I'll worry about circulating too much information unprotected, especially before our imminent departure. After poring through Lenuso's journal, there are a handful of assumptions that I can make about travelling to the island of Kistora. I don't know who Lenuso is. 1. Based on various maps and documents that I've been able to uncover in Lion's Arch, I believe I've identified the current landmass. It is to the far southwest, farther than most sailors have travelled. This aligns with various statements found throughout the source text. 2. It would be a deeply complex journey. While I suspect that it is about equal distance travelling from the Tyrian mainland to the Canthan continent, that stretch of ocean is highly treacherous. Most sailors that I consulted with have urged me to proceed with immense caution, if not drop the aspiration entirely. Not only did many refute the existence of such a place, but the general consensus is that modern vessels may not be enough to make it there intact. 3. Based on some of Lenuso's accounts, I'm not entirely sure what to expect in terms of danger. There are hundreds of sketches to creatures I've never seen, references to incomprehensible magic, a dream to any researcher, explorer, or innovator, but perhaps more than I can conquer. With the rest of the continent's focus on the rise of the White Mantle. 4. But I cannot ignore the possibility of what I may find on that island. While I can only guess based on the desperate musings of now deceased lab specimen, the picture that has been painted for me is one of intrigue and existential revelation. Imagine Rata Novus, which is already a spectacle of innovation, but better, no restrictions, limitless power. Okay, so Lanuso is someone from Castora. They've done sketches and reported the place. And this is Zin that is reporting this. And do they refer to them as a dead test subject? Where are we? Deceased lab specimen. So were they interrogating this person?
I can't imagine all of Ratasum aligning with the inquest.
To High Council Flax, Arcane Council, from Director Izuli, Ratsum Port Authority. High Council, I demand any and all information on your little audit of my database. I must remind you this is my jurisdiction, does not follow protocol, which even you must obey. I am more than happy to direct my crew to assist the Arcane Council in whatever skylarking they pursue, but not blindly. I expect answers, or I will take my distastes to the next public forum. Okay. Cool.
I'm so sorry. Oh God, let me try again.
I have all day.
What is it?
Okay. Well, have fun. Smooth as silk, baby. So what does the Jalas form do? Form of the warrior. While you have any unique legendary dwarf stance beneficial effect active, deal damage to nearby enemies when you're attacked. Okay.
Flax is in on the whole thing. Coordinated with Inquest leadership to raid Zin's storage facility for data. They're headed to an island called Castora, searching for something, but they were smart enough not to write it down. Damn it!
Castora, huh? I've heard the name. A seafarer's fable. It's an island to the far southwest. A couple weeks' journey, at minimum. Not approachable, best I know. I haven't heard of anyone going and leaving. But that explains why they needed ships. Too far for airship capability, and I didn't think it was even possible by sea. That's a very dangerous stretch of ocean. But such a journey could put my name next to Margaret's. I could surpass her glory, even. I can try to get you there, Commander, if we think it's a good idea. If the Inquest think they can reach the island, I bet we can too.
Calm, Captain. I'll confirm with the Alliance.
This is a really long opening compared to the others, you know.
As a counselor of Ratasum, I'll encourage
It's nice, I like it.
As for the Arcane Council,
Feels like they're taking their time.
neither do I.
Oh, we can speak a bit more, huh?
Castora is the sort of place that you hear stories about, but question its existence. This is a once-in-a-lifetime voyage. It's appeared on our maps under a few names, and you can see it if you stray far enough from the route to Cantha. I'm sure people have tried to land, but since we never heard those stories, they likely never made it back. But it's a strange choice for the Inquest. We don't know what's there, though perhaps they do now.
Okay. This character hasn't actually done any account yet. So is this... Oh, that's where we're going, eh? Alright.
I'm going to touch base with my sister next. She's been overseeing some changes to the dynamics curriculum. Hard to book. But if Flax and Yak are moving in shadow, I need to make sure the rest of the Arcane Council is ready to take action.
Alright then. Meet allies and Lion's Arch to make voyage preparations. Seems simple enough. Where are we? Okay, unfortunately, took a bit longer to set up than I planned. And I am worried that if I talk to these people, it might initiate another big hullabaloo. And I'm kind of short on time. So I'm just going to have a quick chat with these people, but then I might have to call it a night on the stream. I know it's a very short one. But we'll get back to it real soon. Hi, Seda. Oh, let's help our friend here.
Commander, we've been cleared to sail. Our crew's all here, just getting things boarded up and ready to go.
They actually wanted us to revive them.
I'm impressed or deeply concerned about
And then they just TP away anyway.
It's all the Alliance could sanction at the last minute.
Oh, Rillock!
Everyone is a little at odds on how to approach this one. They're intrigued by Castora, but a bigger fleet would need more consensus, and we don't want to give the Inquest leeway. Oh, and you're in charge.
What?
We were just making our acquaintance with your darling friend Iskarin. Tell me, does the astral...
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
I didn't think we were here for profiteering.
After Councilor Ludo informed the Alliance of the Inquest's movements, I thought my expertise would be beneficial to all. This Castora is a dangerous place, from what I've heard.
Okay, so here's the thing.
And Canuck will be lending the Martingale in supplement to my own ship, the Dark Leviathan. Baby's first voyage.
And if she gets scratched, I will scream.
That leaves you, Whitlock. Are you here for pleasure, punishment, or both?
Carisha thought I could use some air. If I had to keep listening to Bengar's rhetoric, I'd probably be in a cell too.
When do we set sail?
As soon as you tell us to.
Then let's get going.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be jumping into a thing that might end up taking longer and I have to quit out midway. Yeah, here's the thing that confuses me a little bit. Our friend here is Garrett. His purpose in the story is he's like over 1,000 years old, I think. Like, he's old. One of the most knowledgeable people on the planet. Incredibly, he knows about alternate dimensions. He knows about ancient civilizations. He built the World Spire, which protects from invaders from the mists. This guy knows everything. Why does he know nothing about Castora? Maybe that is a plot point. But like, I feel like he should know. I feel like he should be like, oh yeah, Castora, I went there on holiday 10 years ago. Nice place, good beach. You know, like him talk about it as like, oh yes, the fabled Castora. I don't know. I feel like he should be more aware. But maybe there's a reason for that. Anyway, I know it was very brief, but I do have to go, I'm afraid. I've got to get to work. But I'll be streaming later today, I think. I will get into this because I want to get into the new map and start finding stuff. So, thank you for anyone who stopped by. I'd appreciate a follow and or subscription if you enjoyed your time here and wanted to watch more. Until then, I'll see you all next time. Thank you and goodbye.